It's a runaway. Market's exploding. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update. And as we said, wait for that 2600, and here it is. Now what? Well, I think we sit here and watch, and now we debate and continue to watch these levels to see if we can explode through here and stay above, or if this is going to be the actual top we're looking to sell. The real key here is we're over 2600 right now, and I'm taping this around, around 2 o'clock Eastern time. If we stay above, we probably have more room to go on the upside. We'll look for another level on the top side. If we fail, then it will prove that 2600 is the level of resistance that we're going to be able to watch and sell against. Again, you've got all kinds of reasons to believe that we can go lower, but right now there's no reason to get in the way because the markets are going higher. So why do we want to try to fight what is actually happening right in front of us? Okay, this is what we talk about, and about waiting patiently for the levels. You had one chance today where the markets had a pretty big sell-off early. Okay, as soon as Lighthizer came out and said something about China, the market sold off fairly hard, and then they've immediately turned around and have rallied ever since. The NASDAQ is outperforming everything, exploding to the upside. The S&P is far outperforming the Dow, which is also a bullish sign. So my question is again, yes, I'm looking for a spot to sell. I want to be short this market, but I'm not going to jump in sooner. I'm going to wait. I'm going to be patient enough to look for the right opportunity, because at the end of the day, there's no saying how much farther we can go. Earnings came out this morning. Wells Fargo and JP Morgan both beat, but both did not perform well because they didn't make on both numbers, and they're having trouble with the trading and their trading revenue. But yet, here we are pushing the markets higher. So again, I warn you, you see Netflix going bananas, getting upgraded. So we're seeing a lot of exuberance and a lot of excitement, which only tells me that the end is near and we're going to see some selling. But we're not going to be early. We would rather be a little bit late than early, because if we're early, we're going to be forced to make that decision of how much risk we want to expose ourselves versus trying to catch it at the time that it's right. Bonds were up once again this morning and have sold off. They are showing some dramatic weakness. So we definitely want to be a seller of the Treasury bonds. Now we'd be looking to sell at about 146. Last night I thought 146 and change. Today I'm saying now 146. The 10-years are selling off, so interest rates are rising in spite of the Fed. The dollar has decided that it's time to rally. The euro currency is getting clocked. So this is another thing that we're looking at. Again, these are things that we talk about every day, and we have an understanding, but we want to wait for the right opportunities. So watch the 95 level on the dollar. In case if it holds there, we're going much higher. If it fails, that would be the key thing to watch out for. The grain market's under heavy pressure, and that had a lot to do with the Lighthizer announcement this morning. But again, we'll continue to watch. We are buyers of grains. I think you can look at 890 soybeans, 370 corn, 515 wheat would be levels that I want to step on. The meats, fat cattle, I think you're seeing a little bit of continuation of that short squeeze. It's higher than I thought it would go. It has made new highs once again. I would look for a fairly dramatic pullback here. Again, we'd be buyers lower than here, but I think you're going to see some sort of selling. Feeders are kind of around that neutral area, and hogs are just hovering. And of course, basically the ag space, we're bullish to begin with. We just want to find the right levels to get into. Gold has been churning, again, stuck between, 1280 and 1300. No reason to be in a hurry. In fact, I did an interview with Kitco today, and they asked me, would I be a buyer? And I said, no, I wouldn't be a buyer here. I'd look to be a buyer around 1280 or over 1300. In here at 1290, I have no interest. Oil has sparked up once again. We're looking for 55 in March oil to be a seller before we would want to be too aggressive here. So everything is kind of played out as we have been describing it. And again, if you've taken the time to exercise the patience to wait for it, then you should be in pretty good shape, because either you're flat or not in, or you're actually long the market. but we want to be patient enough to let the markets do what they're going to do. We're going to see a spike in volatility. We're going to see a much bigger down move. But right now, why step in front of the train as it's running over you into the station? So let's sit back and we will relax and watch and let the markets work themselves. And then we will focus on where the levels are. So right now we're watching the 2,600 level in the S&P. Now, instead of watching for it to come as resistance, we're going to see if it holds a support level on the way back down. But there are some interesting things happening. And again, the overwhelming strength in the NASDAQ versus the rest, which is a little bit of a bullish sign. The Russell is strong. So again, I urge you to be patient enough to let the markets do it because, again, patience allows you to trade bigger when the time is correct versus puking and worrying about how to get out and where to work here. We want to be a seller of bonds. We're looking to be a buyer of gold at some price. We want to be a buyer of the ag products. But again, everything comes down to buying at the right price, and that's really what we're focusing on. Right now, the markets are more focused on the Fed and interest rates, but quietly, while the Fed isn't paying attention, interest rates have started to climb. So let's see how it plays out. Again, I urge you to be patient and relax and not in a hurry to get into anything. Let's let the market dictate when it is time for us to get in. In the meantime, if you'd like to get a copy of the free copy of Gold is a Better Way from my friend Adam Barata, Gold is a Better Way, go to BUBBATrading.com/gold. Also, if you'd like to help us with our high school program, go to Patreon, patreon.com/BubbaTrading. That's patreon.com/BubbaTrading. In the meantime, have a great trading day, everybody. Let's not be impatient. Wait your turn. Wait your time. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more of Bubba's Daily Update. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you later.